This is the demisexual flag. It represents all demisexual people, aka those who cannot form a sexual attraction to someone unless they have a close emotional bond with them. It's very similar to the asexual flag because demisexuality is within the asexual spectrum. The black triangle represents asexuality, the top white stripe represents sexuality, the middle purple stripe represents community, and the bottom gray stripe represents demisexuality and its place within the asexual spectrum.
Let's talk about demisexuality. Asexuality is a spectrum in and of itself. Some people may identify as ace and experience absolutely no sexual attraction, while others may identify as gray ace and experience sexual attraction only under specific circumstances or very rarely. One such example of this is demisexuality, in which someone experiences sexual attraction only to someone they have a strong emotional bond with. It can be a platonic bond or a romantic bond, but that strong emotional connection must be there for them to feel sexual attraction. It's certainly possible for a non-demi person to feel sexually attracted to someone only after forming an emotional bond, but that's not necessarily always the case with them. With the demisexuals, that is always the case. And the term demisexual can apply to attraction to any gender. It's kind of a catch-all term for people who experience sexual attraction in this way only. But because of the specific conditions that must be met in order for one to feel sexual attraction, demisexuality can be considered a type of gray asexuality.
I came up in it a little bit self-centered, but did I kill a queen? Now Alexander McQueen's got the wrist on glow, the bottles is on pole, got that shimmy, What the fuck I look like, bitch? I run this town. I ain't coming out for less than 100,000. Man, last time I checked, I was bubbling now. Got to turn down shows out in Dublin now. Wait, hold on, maybe.
Demisexual glitterbeard, but not just any demisexual glitterbeard. You asked for demi. You asked for demi boy. You asked for demi girl. But with their colors and powers combined, we're gonna do a 3-in-1. Imagine a demisexual megazord, if you will. The goal is to see if I can fit that megazord on my face. This is where we're at so far. Not sure how I feel about it yet, but that's the beauty of the glitter. It makes everything better. Don't let me down this time. Yeah. This is a lot. But even if it is a lot, we are not going to be ashamed of that at all. You know why? Because I am sparkly and I am powerful. Until next time, stay sparkly.
I'm a man who's got very specific
Hey y'all, for those of you who still don't understand my sexuality, I'm going to explain it to you right now. And I'm about to use my favorite analogy in the world, and it's the door analogy. So here's how it works. If you are a heterosexual, you are a push door. That means you like the opposite gender, so away from you. Homosexuals would be a pull door because they like the same gender. Bisexuals would be a swinging door because it could go either way. Pansexuals would be a revolving door because it could go any way. And asexuals would be a wall. So what kind of a door is a demisexual? A demisexual could be any kind of the doors I just named, but with a catch. That door is locked. The lock has a key, but whoever that demisexual was just took that key and threw it into the Mediterranean Sea. Now somebody's gotta go find the key. They find the key, unlock the door, love is in the air. There can also be varying degrees of this. For example, somebody could find the key but never unlock the door. Me personally, I'm andro-romantic, so I'm attracted to boys, so men get a huntin'.
Go.
I'm demisexual. I only feel sexual attraction when I form an emotional connection. If there's no strong bond, it's not an option. Get to know me. I'm demisexual.
I'm just gonna talk about this video for a sec. It's really hurtful going on this app and seeing all the duets and the comment section of this video just calling demisexuality fake and oh, you know, you're just straight but picky, or you just don't like hookup culture. You guys do not realize how fucking harmful that is for people who actually identify as demisexual. I've struggled with my sexuality since high school, and I finally did some research and I figured out that I'm finally comfortable identifying myself as demi. What this girl did was just explain the surface basic of demisexuality. I suggest you Google it and go more into depth about what it actually is. Demisexuality is part of the asexual spectrum, just like the condition Asperger's is part of the autism spectrum, but y'all won't go call that fake because that's actually autism. It's really disrespectful and harmful to those of you in the LGBTQ community calling this microlabeling, because it really isn't. Demisexuality is much more complex than you think. Educate yourself, pick up a book, and stop hurting people who actually identify as this.
I guess you're right, I'm bi, just without the sexual.
Would you date someone who's demisexual? Are they vegan or have like a gluten allergy or anything? I don't know. They don't form sexual attraction to people unless they have like an emotional bond to them. Do they have an emotional bond with pasta or bread? What? No, they don't look at someone and just have lustful feelings for them. Well, I emotionally bond with baked goods. Is that a deal breaker? Sexual feelings don't happen for them until they've created that emotional bond. So like if they're vegan, they have an emotional connection to animals. We are not even having the same conversation. You still haven't answered my question as to whether they're gluten-free or have a vegan allergy. Wait, I guess that's on a person-to-person basis, but what does that have anything to do with you dating someone who's demisexual? I need to know what they will and will not eat. Duh. Why does that matter? I need to know if they have dietary restrictions so that when I attempt to make an emotional connection with them by cooking for them, I won't upset them by making something not vegan or giving them diarrhea.
I got you, boo. Let's go. I like to take things slow if you don't mind, demisexuals. Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. Demisexuals. You can't marry a man you just met. Be demisexual. Only develop sexual attraction to people who you know well. Only be attracted to your friends because you can't open up to potential dates and form an emotional bond. My demisexual ass, not becoming friends with anyone. Gunshots. Why aren't I attracted to anyone? Demisexual problems. Explains what demisexual is. Oh, so you're like normal. Me. When someone tries to explain to a demisexual how a one-night stand happens, demisexuals be like, you need to let people in. Me, it's not locked.
I am Drew, I am Danny, and we are not the same person. We may have similar lives, we may have similar wives, but we are different nonetheless.